Assalamu alaikum. My name is Tariqul Islam. I am from Group B-3. In this week, I studied about activation function of neural network. In artificial neural network, an artificial neuron calculates a weighted sum of its input and add a bias and decides whether it should be fired or not. This firing is done by this activation function. There are basically two types of activation function. One is linear and another one is linear. I will talk about both of these type of function. First of all, I want to talk about the step function. This step function works like this. If it is activated, if it is greater than some threshold value, it is not activated if it is not greater than some threshold value. The threshold value can be 1 or 0 or whatever the programmer decide. Now I am going to talk about the sigmoid function. It is one of the most talked activation function. So this function works like it generates a output value of 0 to 1. As probability is work from 0 to 1, so sigmoid function can be used in binary classification problems. The final activation function I am going to talk about is ReLU, what is rectified linear unit. The ReLU is the most used activation function in the world right now, since it is used in almost all the convolutional neural network on deep learning. Its range is 0 to infinity. Thank you everyone.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Ishtiaq Hussain from Group B3. Basically, in this week, I am go through our data set, which is actually we got from here, Chexpert, a large Chextray data set and comparison. Here is our trained data set, and this week basically I gone through this data set and tried to understand the nature of the data. For this I used Anaconda Navigator. For Python I used this for Jupyter Notebook. If you can see here, actually I did this thing like I use the pandas library for Python and also NumPy. First of all, I read the train.csv file. You can see there is something straight. Here's the data is like 2,24,000 and there is 19 column. If you can see, this is like 2,20,000. Yeah, it is the shape actually. 2,23,440 and 19 observation. If we describe this, you can see here is the total number of this column, and yeah, this thing is available here. For the cardmology there is 46,203 and rest of them are missing value. It's like this also. That's we are know actually what are missing in this data set. If I delete the path, then we got this thing. Then I just replace the sex with which was male one for female one. This is just like a designer data set for testing purpose. And then I go through this also. Then finally I got this type of data set here, where is actually we got the numerical value, all of which was 1, -1 or 0. This week I also help my team to write a report. I actually write political constraint and manufacturability constraint and sustainability constraint. And next week I will go through the a specific thing with the dataset and what should be to build a model. Thank you very much. That's all.
Hi, I'm Deepto from Group B3. This week I have learned Arabus classifier. While coding for Arabus, I have used social networking as dataset. And as base model of my Arabus classifier, I have used decision tree with Guinea and decision tree with InfoGain. After training the model, my model got accuracy of 82.5%. And then after doing this, I have also helped my group mates with LaTeX scripting of our project proposal report. And that's it from me today. Thank you very much.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ashrafullah from Group B-3. In this week, I read a paper which is about deep learning in radiology. In this paper, they review the clinical radiology of the clinical reality of radiology and discuss the opportunities of application of deep learning algorithm. They also introduce basic concepts of deep learning, including convolutional neural networks. Then they present a survey of the research in deep learning applied to radiology. I also write the social impact and summary of impact and constraint chapter. Then I also help my teammate to complete the report work in LaTeX.